Welcome to our channel IAM Technocrats. Hey, this is Priya. Our first section in the course roadmap was, what is Identity and Access Management or IAM? Now, the next section contains the why, how, who and what of IAM.
Hey, this is Manish. We discussed the why of IAM in previous video, but what is the objective of IAM? What distinguish the technologies and systems used for IAM? Let's discuss this further. Finally, the what part helps organizations to identify what technology and processes are needed to reduce risks and what is their IAM objective. Let's discuss this in detail.
The what question refers to the qualitative aspects of the solution at a material level. The focus is on the appropriate processes, technologies and skills required by the work plan. As a result, we address the identity data as an object and the tools that store and drive across the organization. So the focus is on the question, are we delivering the tools and processes effectively according to the requirements? The ultimate objective of IAM is to ensure secure accesses to resources in timely and effective manner. To do so, there are varieties of IAM services. Some of them are displayed here.
This screen displays some more IAM services.
Identity management typically relies on a poor set of technologies through aggregate and provision access to security services. This is usually known as an IAM system or IAM platform. The technologies used for this typically receive the name of identity management systems, identity warehouse, entitlement catalog, and provisioning systems.
But what does an identity management system actually look like? Let me try to answer that for you. In a fundamental view, it looks something like this. You start at the top with the business structure. Within the business structure, it includes the organization's entity and cost center data. The next stage is when the user data, for example, employee registration, is entered by the HR department and the users are allocated to specific departments. From there, the data generally moves to identity management systems. This maps the users to specific business functions and roles. In turn, these roles give access to systems and data. Next is the directory, where the user data is provided to the enterprise directories for further enrichment with the user location, phone number, etc. IAM systems are the next level. IAM systems offer task-based access control, which lets system administrators regulate access to systems or networks based on individual users' tasks within the enterprise. In this context, access is the user's ability to perform a specific task such as view, create or modify a file. Finally, we get to the target systems. Here the user data with any additional attributes and credentials reach the systems and applications. Let's talk about this further. IAM system supports the identity lifecycle. The management of identity and access permissions can be viewed as multiple stages. The identity lifecycle diagram illustrates the stages that users perceive through when joining a business workforce and obtaining access to the tools and assets necessary to do their job. It includes stages to ensure that employees maintain appropriate access as they move within the organization, with access being revoked or changed when they separate or change roles. An IAM program requires a well-defined strategy and governance model to guide all the lifecycle phases. View each phase of the life cycle to learn more about the definition, objectives and common challenges on coming pages.
Phase 1. User access request and approve. Definition object. Gaining access to the applications and the data required to be productive, often contains an approval workflow where the application, system or data owner confirms the necessity of the requested access. Common challenges. Processes differ by location. Business unit and the resource approvers have insufficient context of user access needs. Users find it difficult to request required access due to complexities in its presentation in the access request system.
Phase 2. Provision. The provision. Definition object. Granting users appropriate entitlements and access in a timely manner. Revoking access in a timely manner when no longer required, e.g. due to transfer or termination. Common challenges. Timelines to grant, remove access are excessive. Inefficient and error-prone manual provisioning processes used. Access profile cloning occurs inappropriately. Ad hoc job role to access profile mappings exist. Inappropriate access may not be the provisioned.
Phase 3. Enforce. Definition object. Enforcing user access to applications and systems using authentication and authorization. Enforcing compliance with access management policies and requirements. Common challenges. Applications don't support central access management solutions such as SSO integration. Access management policies have not been defined. Role-based access is used inconsistently and is not well governed. SOD, segregation of duties, is not defined or enforced.
Phase 4. Report and audit. Definition object. Defining business-relevant key performance indicators and metrics. Auditing user access. Common challenges. KPIs, metrics do not exist or do not align with business-driven success criteria. Example, reduce risk by removing terminated user access on the day of termination. Audits are labor-intensive.
Phase 5. Review and certify. Definition object. Reviewing user access periodically to realign it with job function or role. Common challenges. Processes are manual and differ by location, business unit and resources. Reviewers must complete multiple, redundant and granular access reviews. Reviewers have insufficient context of user access needs.
Phase 6. Reconcile. Definition object. Enforcing that access within the system, matching approved access levels. Common challenges. Actual rights on systems exceed access levels that were originally approved. An authoritative identity repository does not exist for all user types, including contracts and non-human service accounts.